Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. I'm your host TPC Gamer, and I'm flying solo today. I would have brought my co-host Harry, but I kinda don't know anybody named Harry. Yeah. Oh, but I have a good feeling about this run, because look at it, I'm leading it. That little sprite face is not convinced, but I know better. And given that I'm the leader, there's only one wagon for us, the Invisible Wagon. Which, as you can see, is not actually a wagon, it's just me riding on an ox. Because you gotta be manly! That was pretty oblique, Andy. Well done. So, as you can see, the Invisible Wagon is pretty hardcore. 1 heart each, and your default weapon is the standard pistol, except the bullets don't work half the time. The game does compensate by giving you like a really utterly minuscule hitbox, but this will probably not help me in my quest to reach Oregon as much as you'd think it would. But it's fine, because, I mean, you guys get a glimpse into what it's like to be me on a day-to-day basis. So, you know, this one's going to be more of a biopic than a Let's Play, and I hope you can forgive me for that. Actually, no, I hope you guys draw fan art of this. Me riding an ox through the plains, gunning down cowboys and getting to Oregon. Although I was rather hoping the machine gunner wouldn't show up. I usually take a couple of hits to this guy, and I really can't afford to do that. Actually, I can, because I'm buff as hell. But, you know, the squishy things riding with me, they probably cannot. And you know what? Yeah, this sounds like a pretty solid day for me. Murdering a bunch of cowboys, moving on to picks and berries. And bravely running away from a cave. No? Ugh, fine. Going in. There's better hadn't be anything bad in here. You know, like a manticore. Ooh. Yeah, guns and ammo suits me. Machine guns, too. That's a useful one with the planes coming up. Now, what will I do? What do you think, Nebraska?
I love corn. Oh!
Yeah. Thank you for that. I'm gonna try and jump. I bet I clear it, because I don't have a wagon attached, so I'm much lighter. I mean, that's how science works, right? Apparently, yes. So, something that gets me about this, I've seen a couple of videos of people playing this game, and they always get bent out of shape by the fact that the game throws buffalo at you here. These people are probably useless people, like Daniel there, who can't navigate around them. But like, yeah, it's the Great Plains. It's where the buffalo lived until Marston killed them all to get the Manifest Destiny achievement. Which is also historically accurate, I will have you know. Whoa! Poor Richard. But he had to go. It was a mercy killing. He had a certain naive charm, but no muscle. Anyways, yeah, killing buffalo. If you've seen that one picture that it's a guy stood on a literal mountain of buffalo skulls, then you'll know just how many buffalo there were out there. Were being the operant word. And if somebody does take up the offer to render this video as some kind of artistic masterpiece, please include Flaming Buffalo alongside my Bandit Genocide. It'd make the most badass metal-looking album cover. Okay, game. What Axel? What Axel? There is no Axel. There is just me and my horse. My weird ox-looking horse. Running through the fields. Where are you going with your fedlocks blowing in the wind, etc, etc, etc. Where was I? Oh yeah, country music. So, really tangentially related, I wonder if one of you guys could help me. My friend has set up a bet. I mean, this was some time ago, but whatever. Basically, he's asking if anyone can name a song that is about a pickup truck, but is not a country and western song. And I don't think that such a thing exists, because I don't like country music. Except for a couple things. I mean, most notably is this song that my dad's band plays. Something like playing a country song backwards or whatever it's called. Basically, it talks about how if you take any given country and western song and play it backwards, then your life stops sucking so much. You know, your wife comes back to you, your dog comes back to life, your house didn't explode and stuff. Very nicely self-aware. And speaking of self-awareness, I think I'm going to go around the river in this instance. Hopefully I'll find a tour guide. Hopefully they'll let me hire them for less than 65 hides. It's a... Ooh! Oh, and she's a smoking hot redhead! Nice! And I can afford to hire her! Sold! Alrighty, time to bust out the moves. Hey babe, are you an athlete? 'Cause you've been running through my mind all night. Away from me. Screaming. Maybe not. My goodness, I had those animal hides, am I right? Man, talking to one of the girls at work, she was saying how whenever she goes out, people very rarely flirt with her. Which is kind of good because when they do flirt with her, it's pretty terrible. For instance, and I swear this is the example she gave me, your eyebrows have a really nice shape. Now, I mean, I don't know what kind of deviant finds eyebrows attractive, of all things, but even if you did, that is not a good starting point for a conversation. Surely? I have absolutely no idea because I'm really socially awkward. Anyways, this... Oh, come on now. I was going to say this section's usually a bit easier, because you can just plow straight through the scorpion. Oh good, I need some supplies. Although this looks pretty suspicious. Yep, called it. Called it. Man, you remember in the 90s when everything had quicksand in it? Like some all-purpose general threat into which cartoon heroes could slowly be lowered? And you see what I mean about this being a truly accurate representation of my everyday life? Buried up to my neck in quicksand, but still flamethrowing giant scorpions with my teeth. That is precisely what I do at the weekend. I also find mystical swords, just lying in the ground. That looks pretty cool. Except for the bit where ninjas want it back. Man, finding a mystical sword and slaying ninjas, it's like the developers know me, and they just decided to make a game about me, right down to the smallest detail. Oh. That's unfortunate. Although I do like how those other two ninjas were trying to get some too. It's like there's a whole army of ninjas trying to keep this man down. So yeah, flirting. Maybe talking about eyebrows is the way of the future. I have absolutely no idea because I'm pretty socially awkward a lot of the time. Hi? Hi? You're not Bigfoot, are you, guy? Oh wow, another guy, seriously? I have never had this happen before. Although, I suppose he does look quite an awful lot like me. I guess he's taken my form to try and ease Cheryl's grief. So he's probably a Cylon then. Not that it matters because Cheryl's dead, but you know. Man, there's this one girl I used to work with who... She'd put up the front that she was an extremely popular and trendy girl, going to clubs, hanging out with tool bags and all that. But on occasion, it would slip. And for example, one time when I asked, "How are you today?" I responded, "Well, I'm not a Cylon," and she just sort of laughed at it. She knew. She knew. Oh, come on, game. I had that. I really have no idea how the hitbox works on this thing. Although, speaking of flirting, there's this one girl who's kind of musical, and I figured I'd learn an instrument. You know, just to show that I'm hardworking, dedicated, musical. So, practice and practice and practice, and got all my skills together and decided to play outside her window so she'd wake up to the sounds of me. You know, like in the movies and all. Apparently, the kettle drum was not the best choice of instrument for this ridiculously overblown romantic gesture, so it didn't really go anywhere. Except for the police station. And why are the bandits following Scott? What did he do? Man, the levels of mystery and intrigue in this game are just off the charts. There's like some heavy rain stuff here. Oh. Dang it. Alright. That's it for this one. Join me next time for something not nearly as amazing as me. And until next time, goodbye.